Hi guys, it's Luz again with a short video, and this time I'm going to teach you how to make the meat for pasteles out of chicken. And this video is for my daughter Adriana, and she asked me, please mommy, just teach me how to make pasteles. And pasteles right now, because everything that is happening in the world and the shortage, if I can say that word right, but it doesn't matter, I said it. Lack of certain things in the market right now. Pasteles are very expensive and a lot of the people don't want to make them. Pasteles is an art. And so I did bought a dozen of pasteles, and they were this tiny. Delicious, but this tiny. So without further ado, let me tell you what you do. The first thing you need is a very, very sharp knife. 15 bucks, invest in one of these things. You know, dull knives are very dangerous, and you need to cut the meat very little. So, ta-da, I already did it. You see how tiny I cut it in cubes? This is 4 chicken breasts, but this is for a small batch. You probably only need to make 2 large chicken breasts, like for 8 pasteles. What I'm teaching is to make a small amount of pasteles, because pasteles is hard work. And a lot of women get discouraged because women usually do 150 pasteles. And who has time for 150 pasteles when you work and you have a family, a dog, a cat, and 50 million other problems? So today what I'm going to teach you is shortcuts and how to make pasteles easy. And that's why I'm choosing chicken, because pork is hard to cut in little tiny pieces and it takes a long time. They're delicious, but they do take a long time. So without further ado, let me tell you what you need. You're going to need a can of tomato sauce, any brand. You're going to need some sofrito. If you don't have sofrito, I have a video how to make a quick sofrito from the dollar store, peppers and onions, frozen peppers and onions. Olives, you need olives. It gives it flavor. Even if you don't like the olive and you take the olive out of the pastel, this is an ingredient that gives the flavor to the meat and to the pasteles. Olive oil, salt, garlic, black pepper, and like a half a cup of wine. Everything with wine tastes better. And you're going to need potatoes, also cut in little cubes. And I soak my potatoes in water before I use them, so I can take all the starch out of the potato. Because you know me, always trying to save a calorie and a gram of fat. So that's what we're going to need for the meat. Today I'm using my pressure cooker. Please invest in a pressure cooker. It will make your life so much easier. You can cook like this, very easy. At the beginning it's a little overwhelming, you know, but once you learn how to use it, this is a tool that you're going to use forever. Even when you're tired, you're coming home, you're going to throw a piece of frozen chicken there with 2 potatoes, a can of tomato sauce, a little sofrito, and you will have a meal. Anyway, so I'm going to put my pressure cooker, and I cannot say it neither, sauté, a sofreír. And I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. Why only a little bit? Because again, I'm trying to save some calories here. And chicken has fat, so why put a lot of oil? So I'm just going to, for your sake, I will say a tablespoon, because I don't use measurement. Okay, and now the sofrito. And this sofrito, I made it out of the bags from the dollar store, believe it or not, from the frozen bags from the dollar store. So for your sake, I'm going to tell you 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5. Okay. Now olives. Like 10 or 15 olives. I never met an olive I didn't like. That's 5. That's 10. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this around. And it's not really sauteing, it doesn't really matter. I do that so also it helps me develop the pressure quicker. And so now the meat is already nice, cut, washed, and ready to go. Tomato sauce. Wine. Oh, I forgot, guys. Cilantro, muy importante. Cilantro gives a lot of flavor. Doesn't have to be cut fancy. Throw it like that. Doesn't matter. You take it out afterwards. And some ajicitos. Make sure they're sweet. When you go to the bodega, you have to make sure that the ajicitos are sweet. And if you're not sure, omit the ajicitos. You don't really need them. Because if you buy the hot ones, you're gonna have to throw away the meat. So I did make sure that these ones were sweet, ajicitos. Ta-da! Now I move the meat. Nothing fancy. Now salt. I will say a teaspoon of salt. I usually, maybe a tablespoon of salt. I don't know. I use my hand. Teaspoon? You can taste it. Also a teaspoon of black pepper. To the pot. Now I'm going to throw away the water from the potatoes. Into the pot. And 1 teaspoon of garlic. And now I mix it. Ooh. Should have put some cumin in this too. Let me go get some cumin. If I could only find it. Nope, 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 nope. And yes, I found some. And usually when we cook in pasteles, we're listening to salsa, but the last time I played salsa, I got in trouble. And they put me in YouTube jail, and they don't let anybody see my nice video. So, no salsa for me. I'm gonna add a cup of water. And this is it. Salt, pepper, garlic, cumin, ajicito, sofrito. Now I'm going to close my pot. Make sure that the valve is closed. And now I'm going to select high pressure. And 15 minutes. It will take 15 minutes. If you're going to do it on the stove, it probably will take you maybe 35 minutes to cook. But that's, you will have to bring it to a boil and then lower the heat to medium low and cook it for 35 minutes. But you can do it in the stove if you want to. Okay? So now let me, okay, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes. And start. And then when it's ready, I will show you how it looks in my second part of the video, because now I have to start peeling the vegetables for the pasteles. And I'm going to be using yautía and bananas. And I'm going to use a potato or two because I didn't buy any calabaza, which is okay. And then that's it. I'll see you guys in the second part of how to make quick pasteles with shortcuts. Puerto Rican women are going to be so mad at me. They're going to be, don't like. See you guys. Bye.